The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now.
Everyone knows you can't call me.
Revelio.
I thought potions required concentration, but transfiguration makes potions seem easy.
Revelio.
Why put such a shame for no
I say. In fact, if Hecate doesn't hurry up and furious her, I swear I could walk on that train and go home.
Do you think it's painful seeing a half trans?
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there? Brilliant. An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
we should suddenly...
There's the fountain. I'm getting...
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Slytherin house chest.
I heard some chat near the girls' lab.
This must be my house chest. I just need to insert... Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse. Also known as the torture curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Confringo!
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He... Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend. Tobbs Cave shouldn't be terribly far from here. Deke has marked the area on your map. Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
This must be Tobbs's cave. I suppose I should head inside.
Revelio. Tobbs? Tobbs? Deke sent me. Are you in here?
Tobbs's master is awful.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Revelio.
It looks as if Tobbs was here some time ago. He must have headed deeper into the cave.
Protego. Stupid one. Incendio. Repulsor. Leviosa. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levio. Protego. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio.
There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio.
That didn't sound particularly reassuring.
Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Protego. Repulsor. Reparo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Protego. Confringo. Revelio. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo! Confringo! Incendio!
I have a feeling that house elf is Tobbs. Poor Tobbs. Left here alone with the spiders. That table looks familiar. Seems I'm back at the entrance to the cave.
Protego! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Expelliarmus! Levioso!
Not my fault you're a deadly great.
Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso. Accio. Protego. Accio. Expelliarmus. Protego. I hope. Stupefy.
What have you done?
Expelliarmus. Levioso. Stupefy. Accio. Levioso.
You can bring us.
Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Protego. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
You've made a mistake.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Levioso.
I'm scared of heights!
Accio. Accio. Expelliarmus.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Accio. Levioso. Your poaching days are over. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Protego! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
This place has seen better days.
Incendio! Protego! Repulsor!
Levioso! Back in the fight!
Confringo! Accio!
No!
Expelliarmus! Accio! Expelliarmus!
What's that?
Potato!
Nothing more than fluff.
Levioso! Accio!
One in Merlin. You! What do you think you're doing?
Accio! Levioso!
Is this your...
I know a Merlin.
say herbology is the study of magical environments.
Revelio. Accio. Protego. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Repulsor.
Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
Accio. Admiral strength.
Incendio.
You'll have to fight eventually.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Well, come here.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Heavy outside!
Protego.
When it comes,
Mortiso!
Accio. Levioso.
that's all you are.
Expelliarmus.
Heavy
Confringo.
outside!
Accio. Accio.
Heavy outside!
Protego. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Repulsor. Accio.
Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Repulso!
Emily promised to help us down.
Hello there.
Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
I don't.
I need to stop by the owl.
What do you have in store for me this time? A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
Yes, of course. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting.
Incendiary.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
One less human to worry about.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Where have those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic? They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building back here.
I've been fighting since before you were.
I won't. Was that your best? Just you wait till I'm sorry. Much too slow. I won't rest. Good for you.
close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio.
Always my turn for patrol. Oh, meant for me?
Expelliarmus. Leviosa.
I will not be made a fool of. Prepare to surrender now.
Leviosa!
Accio. Expelliarmus.
You won't stop.
Confringo.
Stride.
Accio. Leviosa. Accio.
Not very good at it, are you? Why don't you come up here and fight me?
Accio.
That's your best. Let's get this over with.
Confringo.
I didn't find this in the
Accio.
Rather unwise.
Accio.
You can't stop.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Accio. That should be the last of them I'll meet. I'll be the pulsar. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Bolso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Revelio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Expelliarmus! Incendio!